This is Andi Purewal for ID Boxing. I'm joined by heavyweight Frazer Clarke here in Manchester. Frazer, good as always to see you. How is life treating you? It's fight week.
Yeah, another fight week. Come around quick. Glad to be excited. Feel lucky to be on a monster card again. You know, and hoping to put a good performance in.
A good performance indeed. The man in the opposite corner to you, Mr. Kevin Espindola. For those who won't be familiar with him, what are you expecting? Obviously, we've seen him previously with Sol Dacres on these shores.
Yeah, it come to cause an upset. 100%. It comes to win. He swings in some big shots. He's never been stopped, so he's tough, he's durable. And even speaking to people I know from Argentina, they say he's the best of the Argentinian heavyweights. So, you know, let's see where he is.
When it was announced, naturally there was some negative reaction. I think that's more so from people who don't know much of Kevin Espindola. For those who aren't familiar with him, for those who did have a negative reaction, what can you fill him in on, and what are you hoping that he does bring other than just being a tough man?
First of all, just fuck them. I'm sick of it. You know, this is not the year for it. It's not the year for these negative people. It's the year for me to progress. This is a progression fight. We're moving forward. He'll give me what I need in terms of learning, and he might just land a big shot on my chin as well, who knows? We don't know this heavyweight boxing, but I feel good and I'm ready for him.
Is that something you're trying to push for? You want to fight somebody who will test your chin, shall we say?
No. I want to fight someone that people recognise. So maybe someone that's been in with someone else in the past. You know, I think that's the next step, do you know what I mean? I think after this fight, I think the step is to start fighting people. People say, oh, I remember this guy, he fought such and such. I think that's where we're at.
I mean, on that note, even if people do or do not remember, obviously he fought Sol Dacres, as we mentioned, and they went 8 rounds. So that in itself, is that on your mind if you can produce a better performance than Sol Dacres?
No, it's easy said, I'm not really interested in what happened with him and Sol. You know, I just want to get in there and do my job. If I do my job properly, it won't go the distance anyway.
Do you think that would send a bit more of a statement out there if you was able to stop him, something that nobody else has done previously?
To some people, yeah. To some people, no. That's the world we live in. I can't please everyone. I'm not trying to either.
Frazer, looking towards the future then, and you mentioned you want to fight somebody who will give you more of kind of a comparison, shall we say. Somebody who's been in the ring with somebody who will be more familiar with on these shores. When I last interviewed you here in Manchester, we mentioned a certain Christopher Lovejoy. You've had Fabio Wardley, you've mentioned as well, British champion. Just on the Lovejoy fight, do you think that's a possibility? Have you reached out to their team?
I don't mention these guys in disrespect. I mention these guys because their names that float about all the time. He's always looking for some attention on Twitter and Instagram. I think that'd be a step back now. I think that's gone. I think it's a real step back to fight the Chris Lovejoy. He just talks shit and he don't even look good. He don't even look good. I don't know how he can. You can't talk to me or talk to the world and say I'm this and that and then put a video up of you hitting a bag. You can't. You're like slow. Shit, hand position, awkward, stiff, terrible.
Do you think he's just a name now that people want to see on these shores because of how vocal he's been, and because we know what happened in the Char fight? The British fans want to see him in there with a British fight.
Yeah, I think people would like to see him get smashed up. And if he did come here, I'd be the one to do it. I would smash him up bad, good and proper. The
Fabio Wardley fight, and obviously you've spoken openly about it. You said maybe towards the end of this year. I asked Fabio about it just before Christmas. He said he's open to it too, but he imagines that he might move a bit quicker, so by the time you cross paths, he may have vacated.
No, I was thinking that if he's still got it, you know, I'm up for it. If he's moved on, and it becomes whoever else has got it, or if it's vacant. I've got nothing against Fabio. I'm not chasing him down. I'm chasing down the British title. Hopefully, you know what I mean? We're like, I could go a different direction, but the British title holds a little bit something in my heart, do you know what I mean? I've seen people fight for it since I was a kid, so I'd love to win it. But like I say, it's nothing personal with Fabio. If he's still got it and he's not moved on, who knows? I just think personally, we'd gel, and I think we'd do it. I think we could main event a good fight, do you know what I mean? One of these good arenas.
Do you think you could, is it within the realms of possibility you two could, if Fabio's still holding that title, cross paths this year?
Possibly, you know, like, you know the good thing about boxing, chops and change every day, doesn't it? So I just don't know. But I think it'd be a good fight. I think he'd enjoy the fight. We both enjoy the fight. It'd be a good fight.
Obviously, just getting your thoughts on a couple of other things. The main event, Eubank Jr-Smith. It's divided opinion. What are your thoughts?
Divided mine. I keep chopping and changing. I'm going to stick with Smith. But in a really good fight. The thing is, I might end up with egg on my face. Eubank could just come out and be spectacular because that's the kind of person he is. We just never know what we're going to get from him.
Parker-Massey stepping up to fight Joseph Parker, up from cruiserweight to heavyweight. A big ask. We saw him in the ring there, similar height, but Joe Parker looking a lot stockier.
He looks stockier, and it's a big ask. I think I think what I do is I look at Joe Parker's last performance. Last time he lost, but with a world-class performance. So it's a big ask for Jack Massey.
And then also just get your thoughts on your former campmate now, Mr. Anthony Joshua. He said it's been, well, it hasn't been announced, but all the talk that he's going to team up with Derrick James out in America. Just your thoughts, somebody you've known for so many years, trained alongside him, amateur and pro. Your thoughts if that one does get announced?
Wherever he goes, he'll give 110%. He'll listen. He'll try and learn. And I just hope to see him back where I think he belongs. And that's with the world title. But it's uphill for him now. It's against him. I feel like the world's against him in some ways. But listen, I think that man will prove everyone wrong. I think he'll reign again, I really do.
If it is proven to be Derrick James, out of the trainers that were out there, Frazer, what are your thoughts on that in particular?
Obviously, he's a good trainer. Did he win Trainer of the Year last year? Yeah. He's obviously a good trainer. I don't know if he's worked the heavyweights before, but obviously he's got great fighters, Errol Spence, Charlo, so he obviously knows what he's doing, and you know, I really wish him the best, and I hope Anthony is happy over there, gets settled well, and just improves and comes back with a vengeance.
Jermaine Franklin's been mentioned as his next opponent. Your thoughts?
I thought he beat Dylan White, didn't I? I was one that said I thought he beat him, so difficult fight. I think he'll come with confidence. You know, he came to UK last time and did well, but also a good fight for him to go back into as well. I think AJ has every advantage, but we'll see.
And final one, your campmate, who's still there, Richard Riakporhe, also returns on Saturday night against Krzysztof Glowacki. Krzysztof Glowacki was knocked out in the 6th round by Lawrence Okoli. Is that on Richard's mind at all?
I think Richard knocks him out. Richard's looking fantastic. Richard is looking unbelievable. He's on fire, so I'm looking forward to seeing his performance.
Does he do it in a better fashion than what Lawrence Okoli did?
Possibly, yeah.
Frazer, just before I let you go, you took a few shots there from a young protege of yours in the ring.
Didn't I? He come in for a little bit of mess around, try to take my head off, but it's a little bit of fun. You know, good for the fans. I hope it made his day, and I hope he has a good time. You know, watching the fight on Saturday.
Mr. Frazer, I know you've done a lot of these interviews. I'm sure you want to get back and kick back and put your feet up. So thanks for speaking to me in ID Boxing.
No worries, brother. Thank you.